this is Dawn from Ninja Bunny Crochet. Today I have for you the basket weave stitch. This is an intermediate stitch. It looks a lot more complicated than it actually is, but I think it's a very beautiful stitch. It's done with back post and front post double crochets, and you have your half double crochet border along the edge. It's not as complicated as it seems, but it does make a very beautiful stitch, and it looks like the weave of a basket, which I just really like this stitch. It makes great scarves. You can do blankets. It's just a really nice stitch to do. So grab your hook, grab your yarn, and let's get started making the basket weave stitch. For today's tutorial, we're using worsted weight yarn and a size J or 6.0 millimeter hook. It doesn't matter what size yarn you use or what size hook, as long as your yarn and your hook match. For the basket weave stitch, your foundation chain is a chain of 6 plus 3, and what that means is you chain 6, and if that's how long you want your project to be, you would add 3 more chains. But that's a very short project. So for today, we're going to do an example with 4 sets of 6 for a chain of 24. Once you have your chain of 24, or your 4 sets of 6 chains, add 3 more chains. Now for row 1, we're going to flip our chain over and start work in the back loops of our chain, starting in the second chain from hook. So the first hump right there, and the second hump is the one we're going to start in. We're going to half double crochet in that second hump from the hook, or that second chain. Then we're going to double crochet in each chain till we get to the last chain, and in the last chain you're going to half double crochet. So please do this, and I'll meet back up with you at the end of the row. I've come to the end of my chain. In my last stitch, I'm going to do a half double crochet. To start row 2, we're going to chain 2 and turn the work. That chain 2 does not count as a stitch. So we're in a half double crochet in the very first stitch. In the next 3 stitches right here, we're going to front post double crochet. Wrap the hook, enter from the front, and go around the post. Pull up a loop and complete your double crochet. Again, yarn over, enter from the front of the post, pull up a loop, yarn over, and complete your double crochet. One more time, yarn over, enter from the front the post, come around the post, yarn over, and complete your double crochet. The next set of 3, we're going to do back post double crochet. Yarn over, enter from the back of the post, and go to the back. Pull up a loop, and complete your double crochet. Again, yarn over, enter from the back, go to the back. Pull up a loop and complete your double crochet. Yarn over, enter from the back, go to the back. Pull up a loop, yarn over, and complete your double crochet. And this is going to be our repeat pattern till we get to the end of the chain, or the end of the row, where we're going to, our last stitch will be a half double crochet. I will show you a couple more times. Our next set of 3 are going to be front post. Yarn over, enter from the front, and go to the front. And complete the double crochet. Yarn over, enter from the front, and come out the front. And complete the double crochet. One more time. Our next set of 3 stitches right here are going to be back post. Yarn over, enter from the back, and go to the back. And complete the double crochet. Yarn over, enter from the back, and go to the back, and pull up your loop. And complete the double crochet. One more time. Enter from the back and go to the back. Pull up your loop and complete the double crochet. And you'll repeat this all the way down till you get to the last stitch where you will half double crochet. Please complete this and I'll meet up with you at the end of the row. I'm at the end of row 2 and we're going to do our last stitch right here as a half double crochet. We're going to chain 2 and turn the work. For row 3, we're going to start with a half double crochet. Now for this row, we're going to do exactly what we see. So since the first 3 stitches we come up against are front post double crochets, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to do front post double crochet. So we're going to match exactly what we see all the way down the line. So yarn over and do a front post double crochet. So enter from the front and come out the front. And do a double crochet, a front post double crochet, and a front post double crochet. And then the last stitch in that first set is another front post double crochet. The next set of 3 we come across are back post double crochets. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Yarn over, go to the back, and if you have to, turn your work over a little bit so you can see that you're in that back post. And complete your double crochet. And the next one, and if you have to, again, like I said, turn it a little bit so you can see that you're in the right place, and complete your double crochet. After a while, when you're doing these, you won't have to keep turning it to make sure that you're in the right place. Your hook will automatically go there when you have muscle memory from doing this. You come to your next set, front post. So you're going to match that. So this row is pretty simple. You're just matching exactly what you say. So I'll do one more set with you, which is back post double crochets. come in from the back and come out the back. Again in the next one. And in the last post of that set. We got a yarn monster coming up. So complete the rest of the row, and I'll meet back up with you at the end of the row. I'm at the end of round 3. My last stitch was a half double crochet. I'm going to chain 2 and turn the work. To start round 4, we're going to half double crochet in the first stitch. Again, does not count as a stitch. Now, for this row, we're going to do the opposite of what we see in each of these sets. So since the first set we come across are front post double crochets, we're going to do back post double crochets. This is what's going to give us that basket weave look. So yarn over, enter from the back of the post to the front, and pull up the loop and complete your double crochet. Enter from the back and complete your double crochet. One more time. The next set we come across are back post double crochets. So now we're going to do front post double crochets in these stitches. So yarn over the hook, enter from the front, and complete the double crochet. One more time. And in the last stitch of the set. Next set, our front post, we're going to do back post. It's okay if you have to manipulate your work a little bit to get into these post stitches. It's very forgiving and it's very pliable, as you can see. Okay, one more time I'll do this last set with you, and then you can complete the row on your own. We have back post, and we're going to do front post. And now you can start to see that basket weave texture starting to come out. Please complete the rest of this row, and I'll meet back up with you at the end of the row. So I'm at the end of round 4, and my last stitch was a half double crochet. We're going to chain 2 and turn the work. Now, just like round 3, for round 5, we're going to match what we see. So we're going to first do our half double crochet in the beginning, because we always start with a half double and end with a half double. Our first set that we come across are back post, so we're going to match that and do back post double crochets. Next set is front post, so we will match that. come across back post, and we will match it. Once you start getting into the groove, it really is quite simple. And next set is front post. So please complete this row, and I'll meet back up with you at the end. So I'm at the end of row 5, and I ended with a half double crochet, and now you really can see this stitch, this texture just really popping out. So I'm going to back the camera out a little bit so you can really see the texture in this stitch. So how this stitch goes is every other row you change direction. So for the next row you would change direction again, and you would be doing the opposite of what you see. Then you match, then opposite, then match, then opposite. So that really gives you that woven look like the side of a basket. So it's a really pretty stitch. It looks nice for blankets. I think it looks nice for hats, scarves. It's just a very versatile stitch. I just really like this stitch. It's nice and warm and heavy, but yet it's still flexible. So there it is, the basket weave stitch. If you've liked this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss any of my tutorials. Thanks for watching, and happy crocheting! Bye-bye!